Hi everyone, welcome to the Neurospicy Mama, a product review channel. My name's Amanda and I bring a unique perspective to product reviews because I'm autistic, ADHD, and a very busy mom. So my autism likes to deep dive into products and look at details that a lot of people in review channels may just not even think to consider. My ADHD wants to know if the product is easy to use because I have executive dysfunction, and as a busy mom, I want to know, is this something that I'm going to incorporate in my life all the time? So when UWANT wanted to send me a wet dry vacuum, I said yes please, because I absolutely love wet dry vacuums and combined two chores into one, which is great for ADHD. Before I get started on demoing this wet vacuum, I want to let you know that you can buy the UWANT D100 Cordless Wet Vac on Amazon. I will have it linked down in my description box below the video. This is a sponsored video. UWANT sent me this vacuum to review. Seriously, where are my scissors? I just had them. Like, how does this always happen? We have our scissors, we set them down, and then they disappear. Found them. Fabric scissors only. Do not use. I'm gonna break my own rules. Ooh, I didn't realize this was a box inside of a box situation. So, here's the actual box. There's an incredibly sped up unboxing. The base comes in two pieces. It comes with a cleaning solution and extra roller. The handle is separate from the body of the machine. Also included are a scrub brush and instruction manual. So the handle comes separate, and it's got like a little groove right here to show you which way the round part is facing front. So until you hear a click, yeah. So before I get this charged up so that we can give it a test run, I want to kind of investigate all of the parts and how it moves. So one thing I noticed is there's a roller right here on the back, because this can go completely flat, and then that helps roll when you're going under furniture. So that's really cool. I've seen some that can go kind of like fairly flat, but this one goes all the way down. Now it is like, I'll measure, because these are the questions that we really want to know, right? Because sometimes we want to know, like, will this fit under the buffet in my dining room? So this is, I would say, actually 6 inches tall. To remove the water tank, which is on the back, there's this little button right here, and so it just comes off really easy. We're going to fill it with clean water and the solution right here, and it says to wipe this off before you put it back on. Then to pour out the dirty water, we are going to pull this, and it's got like a little bit of suction, so it's not very difficult, but there is a little suction. And then we would pour the dirty water out. This is a deodorizing rod that you can buy replacements for, and it pops in and out, and it says, depending on use, this should last for 3 to 5 months, and you can buy replacement. It's got some kind of deodorizer balls in there. Now I will say this does have a lot of moving pieces. So when we go to clean it, there are lots of crevices that I potentially see dog hair and things getting caught up in, but hopefully it's all easy to rinse off. And then we have a HEPA filter right here on the top. And from previous experience with using these types of things, keeping this clean is essential for making sure this works. So you're going to want to clean and let this dry every once in a while. Then we're going to just push this back in, goes in really easy. And then it snaps into place very easily. For the roller, so this is a self-cleaning machine. Once you put it in here, it cleans and heats to kill bacteria, which I think is really excellent. But there is maintenance, again, that has to be done on all of these machines. So this comes off really easily, no screws or anything like that. Then there's a button right here that makes it so you can pull off this roller. And so if you ever need to change it, because it comes with another one, or if you want to give this, a deeper scrub, then this comes off. And then this piece also can be rinsed off for deep cleaning. There's a hole right here. You're going to want to make sure that this hole never gets clogged, which is why they provide a brush for you to be able to, make sure that that stays clear. Okay. So I love self-cleaning vacuums, but they do require maintenance to keep them working well. And then this just all clips back on very easily. And one thing that I am excited about this one is that the roller goes all the way to the edge, so we should get some really good edge cleaning. Okay, and then this base just locks in. One thing that's really cool is that this rolls straight onto the base so that you don't have to lift it. It's not super heavy, but once it's full of water, it could be potentially heavier for some people depending on their mobility. So it'll be able to roll right on and click in for charging. So I just need to actually plug this into a wall and then we'll be back. There's my pug Watson. He sheds quite a lot, which is one reason why I like having vacuum mops, because it pulls up all the hair and mops at the same time. But I was going to fill this up. It's been charging now for a couple hours, and I was going to just fill it up off camera and then start showing y'all how it works. But already, again, I like to point out usable features as I come across them. Most of the vacuum mops that I have seen, the water storage is on the front. When I'm done using it and I dock it and I need to remove it for getting the dirty water off, I can just reach it from the back. Like, that's a kind of obvious solution, but again, most of the machines have it in the front. Okay, so here are the buttons. We got your power button, and this is the mode button. When you first power it on, smart mode is what is the default, and if you press it again, it'll switch to boost mode, and then if you press it again, it goes into dry suction mode, which means that it won't put any water down. It'll just mop up what's already on the floor. So like if you spilled juice, that would be a good time to use the dry mode. I had to insert this clip because literally the next morning after filming, I spilled chocolate milk and dry mode worked so well. This was such a mess, but this mop made it so easy. I turned it to dry suction, so it cleaned up the milk. Then I put it on regular mop mode and it's not sticky at all. This handle rotates, so it clicks in and then it pulls up. And so as you're mopping, it will swivel, which is really awesome. And then down here, we have a water output mode, which I think also is the clean mode. We'll test that out in a second. And this volume will go up, down, or off. Right now, I've got it on low volume. I think it's nice that it gives you the option to turn it off, but a lot of disabled people really do benefit from using the voice. First, I'm just going to go ahead and turn it on and see what it's like. It has self-propelled, which makes it really nice. And I'm seeing it put down water.
Start charging.
So even just those few swipes that I did, you can see in the filter, it's already picked up a bunch of dog hair. That's pretty awesome. There's my cat, Tuxedo Cat Magic. She is also a big contributor to the hair in this household. Okay, I put some cat hair and we are going to squirt some ketchup. I put some Rice Krispie cereal, and we've got a piece of lettuce leaf that was already on my floor. So we are going to see what our mop does to this lovely selection. And I'm also going to show how close it can get to the edge. Okay, so the fan blew the cat hair out of the way. So, okay, there we go. Now it's sucking it up. Oh wow, it got right over that ketchup with one swipe. Okay, 2 swipes. First, I picked up the Rice Krispie cereal. It's getting right up to the edge of the cabinetry. Okay, I'm hoping this will show up on the camera, but right around here we have a bunch of muddy dog and footprints. I live in the Pacific Northwest. As you can see, our yard gets very muddy and it gets tracked in. I'm going to time-lapse mopping this section of floor. The D100 wet dry cordless vac has so many features. A push-in base station, 180-degree lie flat reach for under furniture, a pivoting handle, deodorant stick to prevent bacteria buildup, 3-level water flow adjustment, real-time electrolysis water also to prevent bacteria, strong suction with hair entanglement prevention, 3-edge cleaning, easy to maintain docking system, a hot air drying system, and so much more. So I think you can see how shiny it made the floor. It does leave a little bit of water down. I had it put on normal water mode. With this button right here, you can select if you want less water put down. Because I had that mud, like I said, I went ahead and did the normal output. It looks like it's like drying as I'm watching it, so I don't think it's going to take very long to dry, but the floor is definitely much shinier. It picked up the mud quite effectively. Yeah, I don't see, I'm like trying to get different angles here. Yeah, I don't see any mud left. That's really awesome. Okay, so it's supposed to have a 40-minute run time. I didn't do it for that long. I'm just doing a test here, but I used about this much water covering that large floor space, the little bit I did in the kitchen. And on the dirty water side, there's not that much, it's about here, but you can see it collected a lot of debris. So we're going to empty it out and see how that process goes. Yeah, gross. Okay. But we were expecting that because we put those Rice Krispies down ourselves. One thing I would like for these companies to do is, like, I need 2 hands to clean this part out. So I wish this, oh no, it does, oh my gosh. Okay. It stands up on the floor by itself. I didn't think it was going to. I usually just get a little toilet paper, wipe everything down. This one had that piece that flips out, so I'm flipping it out. Make sure I'm not blocking the camera. Get this all cleaned. Like I said, just use a little toilet paper, and then again, flush that down, replace this, and then let's go see how the self-clean cycle works. I did want to add that when I was doing the big area of my floor, having this swivel was really nice because as I was able to push, I was able to extend it and then bring it back. And you see how it just naturally curves when I'm doing that. I was able to just reach and pull back. So I really like this swivel handle. I think this is the...
Initiating self-maintenance pause.
Oh, I pushed it twice, okay.
Resume self-maintenance.
So I can see the water tank being used. It pulled more dirt off of the roller brush and it's collecting right here. Okay, so now it is going through a dry mode to help make sure that the roller brush doesn't grow bacteria, which is amazing because every single other wet vac machine that I've done after the clean mode, I always take it apart and make sure that the roller brush is out. It is very important to never leave the dirty water tank after the clean cycle. You need to go ahead and clean it out again, because otherwise, again, bacteria will start to grow in it. It's got that rod in there that's supposed to help, but believe me, you do not want to leave it. You'll come back to a bigger mess. So it's self-cleaning, but you do have to do maintenance. The self-cleaning mode basically means that you're not taking that roller brush and having to put it under the sink and like scrub and scrub on the roller brush. It's doing that part for you, which, believe me, is a good thing, because that is really, especially for people like me who are autistic and ADHD and have sensory sensitivities, it's already hard enough to get the hair off of the filter, but having to touch the dirty roller brush is way too much. So I'm so glad that this machine does that for me. Okay, so it's gone through its clean cycle and its dry cycle. So I'm gonna pull this up. You see there's a little bit of water there, but the roller is not 100% dry, but it is pretty dry. It is pretty dry. So I put the D100 through its paces, and I want to say that my experience as a user has been really pleasant. My initial out of the box getting it going was all very user intuitive, and I really like some of the features that make this machine user-friendly. Again, make sure that you check out the link in the description box. That's where you'll be able to find this model that I'm reviewing. And if you have any questions, drop the comments. I will try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. And if I don't know, I will see what I can do to find out the information for you. Check back later, because a lot of times after I've used a product for a long time, I'll either do a follow-up or I'll do like the deep clean maintenance after it's been used for a while. I'll do like a video on that too. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like my review videos, and I hope to see you again in the future.